Now we look at how this, again, this is the chart for tomorrow. So this is the new moon in Aquarius energy that is so close to us that we haven't had this energy this close to us in this whole, it's gonna be in 1 degree, right, of Aquarius. But we haven't had an energy this close in moon sign to us for almost 1,000 years, and won't have it again until another, 1400, I think it said. What I sent y'all in the email? Do I still have my email up? I want to say 1400. It said we'll experience it again. Wrong email. See what I gave y'all, because these numbers are very significant too.
The next time will be in another 1,337 years.
Exactly, right? So the last time this happened was 992 years ago is when this happened. That's important, okay? This is not something you be like, oh, it's just another new moon in Aquarius. No, wherever Aquarius is in your chart, you finna get a pinching, okay? As they say in the country, you finna get that little skin pinched when it comes down to tomorrow. Why? We're in the age of Aquarius. You have a responsibility. You've been fighting this responsibility for a very long time. Why? Because you are afraid of maintaining the success. That's why. Okay, but know that this energy is extremely important. I want y'all to do the numerology of this, right? So meaning I want you to go and type in 992 as an angel number, okay? Go type in 345. Go type in 1337 and see what the energy report is for the numbers. Don't just look at numbers as, oh, that's just a random number. This ain't nothing random about astrology. Everything is very calculated. It's all math, okay? So it's extremely important that you realize that tomorrow's energy, this wheel that we're looking at, is extremely important to some of the output that is going to take you for this year, all right? So we look at the fact we have a stellium in Aquarius. So it's not just the moon that's going to be in Aquarius tomorrow at 1 degree in 32 seconds. It's also going to be the sun that's going to be meeting that at 1 degree in 32 seconds. Along with that, Venus is still in Aquarius. It gets on every time Venus goes into Aquarius, it irritates me because my Venus is in Aquarius. Okay, so just know that that's what it is. It's a whole personal vendetta that I got. All right, but Venus is in Aquarius at 23 degrees. On top of it, Saturn is in Aquarius as well at 24 degrees. So this whole conversation tomorrow is all your Aquarius placements. Aquarius placements of what? Your sun, your moon, your emotions, as well as how you are loving in this age. And if you're in a relationship, deepen that love. Doing more as it relates to that. Okay, thinking about the future as it relates to that. If you're not in a relationship, how does it look? What is the definition of this relationship for you? What do you need? And whatever it is that you say that you need, are you giving it to yourself? Or are you just literally out here trying to say, oh, I want this and that, but I don't possess that? No, you have to possess it too. That's what Saturn, this whole Saturn and Aquarius thing means. It's got to come from you. It's got to be a production from you first. A magnet from you, okay? It's also got to be true to your love perspective. It's got to be something that you truly do feel. It's got to be something that you know, your heart of heart, that you definitely are willing to be transparent about as well, okay? Because why? It's going to affect your emotions. So tomorrow, wherever your emotions are surrounding relationships, surrounding the Venus perspective, surrounding your discipline, know that tomorrow's conversation is about what are you going to do about it? Are you going to let it go? Are you going to move into this next phase of your life in 2023, getting everything that you want? Are you going to leave this year coming out saying, oh, I should have did this, making excuses? Because it's going to be a hard year for you to make excuses. There is no more faking until you make it this year. That is over. You won't get that chance again to 2025. But the next 2 years, you're going to make it or break it. That's literally what that's going to be. Okay. So that means giving up these jobs that you don't want to be in, giving up these relationships that you don't want to be in, giving up a whole lot of things that you have been tolerant to is coming unglued. And you can thank Aquarius for that, because it's like rebellion on all levels. It's like, I'm not doing this no more. I cannot do this no more. It is affecting me. And it is. It's been affecting you for a very long time, but now you see the physical effects of it starting to affect your body, affect your heart, how your heart moves, how your mind wants to, process these things and what it wants to actually bring in as well. All of this is being affected by that. So tomorrow, look at things, because the symbolism of this is that it's close than it's ever been. Then let's look at this at what Spirit is actually saying. That means the vision of this is coming so close that you can't miss it. You can't say, I didn't see it, I didn't know. No, it's going to be real apparent in your face. It's going to be real right here. I don't want to deal with this kind of stuff, right? It's in your face. But along with this, understand that it's because Jupiter in Aries and Aquarius love each other. Okay. It's a love affair, play fest all day. And Jupiter is saying this year, I want to play. Jupiter in Aries is ready to blow up the energy that you need to make these things happen, but not before you decide what has to go. You have to let it go. You got to create space for it. Okay. So tomorrow's full moon energy is going to be a perfect day to journal. Okay. Sit down and write. Work on your spring. Work on the things that you need to release for this year. What are some of the things that you have had on the back burner for at least the last 5 years that need to come out now? What have you been working on? What needs to be something that is, and most of us can say, oh, well, that's relationship, or having something that's a little bit more grounded and foundational. That's fine. It could be a relationship. It can also be career. It can also be your creative talents, right? It could be multiple things. Think about it from the Aquarius perspective. Think about it from the fact of it's something that it allows you to escape and allows you to get things done too. What has that been? What are you not doing? Because whatever it is tomorrow, you need to have a conversation. You need to meet your maker with it and decide how you're going to move forward with it. You don't have to literally do it now. You just have to make a decision. That's all. Make a decision tomorrow so that by the time the Aries energy comes in really strong and Jupiter comes in this energy really strong, you will have the space and the capacity to do that. Okay? So that's the energy that's going to be really, really ramping up for tomorrow. Give up the cycles of abandonment, okay? Give up the cycles of heartbreak. Give up the cycles of not trusting yourself. This is also going to be a year where your intuition and you trusting your intuition more than you ever have is also going to be a topic of conversation, okay? Your breath work is going to be the topic of conversation, okay? Meaning breathing more. When you start to feel the levels of anxiety and the stress and stuff that's going on at this point in time, you should know that if you take 3 deep breaths, it's going to ground you. Start to use your tools. Because if you use your tools, it's going to be easier for you to say, I release these cycles and I release these things. Okay? Y'all got me? Y'all got any questions about the chart tomorrow?
Do you have a suggestion for, because of course, whenever you look at angel numbers, a million different sites and interpretations and whatever comes up. Do you have anywhere to direct or?
I said look at them all. I think the one that I look at the most may be what is her name? Doreen. What is the latest name, Leslie?
Doreen Virtue?
Yes. That's the lady who I look at the most. But I love the process of mentally eliminating things. So what I mean is I'll go on Google and I'll ask a question, and out of those 10 articles that pop up, I go in and go out, go in and go out. I go in and be like, I agree with this. This resonates with me. This doesn't. Boom, go to the next one. This resonates with me. That doesn't. And I start to compile all the things that resonate with me, right? Because that's the only part of it that's for you. The part that you don't resonate with is not for you.
Gotcha.
What kind of just, oh, Jesus, where did the bug go? I'm gonna die.
Okay.
Okay, I think I got it. Y'all watching me in real time in Mexico, dealing with bugs, okay? And I'm trying to figure out where I got your clothes. I gotta walk through my house and see what's going on. But yes, so look at the numerology of it, study. So your homework is going to be for tonight, right? Is to study your Capricorn placements, okay? Know where your Capricorn placements are. Know that every time you have a Capricorn full or Capricorn moon, that these are the placements that's going to get the energy, the parts of you that's going to get some type of effect when the moon is in Capricorn are your Capricorn placements. And again, it happens every month. So when people act like they don't have the time to work on stuff, I'm like, you get several times and several opportunities a month to work on yourself. You're just resisting to doing it. Okay. So the next Capricorn energy that's going to show up in February, your job is to work your Capricorn placements. Now we're going to talk about the Capricorn moon sign for next month, right? So people who got the Capricorn moon signs, they can study in that. But again, we are affected by all the moon phases. Your job is to realize that your moon sign is your power days, but all these other moon signs are also affecting you as well. So start to journal. Journal the keywords that make you feel on a certain day. So that's the first thing, right? Second thing is go and look up those numbers, right? The numbers that go along with the moon's perspective for tomorrow, meaning like what is 997, 995. I'm so terrible with numbers. Or the 1334. All the numbers that we pulled up, right, is in your email. And I just put it up a second ago, so it's going to be in this playback as well. Go and look up those numbers too and see what resonates with you on top of it. The other part of it is because we are now officially in Aquarius season and we're going to have our our Aquarius classes coming up. Your job is to go ahead and start studying your Aquarius placements. Happy birthday to all the Aquariuses, okay? Your time starts now, okay? Your energy starts right now. Starts what? Working on those things, especially because we have a stellium in the placements of Capricorn tomorrow. So not only is your Aquarius placement getting one hit, it's getting four. It's getting 4 knocks on the door tomorrow saying, hey, can we have an Aquarius conversation? Your job is to sit down and say, yeah, we can have this Aquarius conversation, even though I don't want to have it. I feel very rebellious about this right now. I also understand that the other quality that goes along with Aquarius, just like Capricorn, is Saturn. Okay. Saturn governs Capricorn and Saturn governs Aquarius. So it's the same conversation. Same conversation, but only when it comes down to how you're going to then allow yourself to do what you need to do in this age. How do the energy that you're bringing forward, how is this going to affect the future? It is, whether you know it or not. Your presence in this realm right now is affecting the future. You have a responsibility to do. Okay? Study your Aquarius tomorrow, energy tomorrow. Journal tomorrow. Okay, write down the energy that's coming up for you tomorrow. Write down the things that you're feeling. Also, write down the spaces where you have Aquarius in your chart. Everybody tell me right now, where's Aquarius in your chart? Mine's in Venus in the 7th house.
It's an 11 and 12.
11 and 12th house. And you got any planets or no planets? Just all in the houses?
It's just all in the house.
Okay, so 11 and 12th house. So that's some friendship energy. And some of y'all who may have this Aquarius energy showing up in your 11th house, it definitely is going to have something to do with your friendships. Okay, some of y'all are changing friends out. Okay, let them go. We don't have to fight. I know this is definitely in your 11th house. So some of them friendships that you holding space for, baby, you gotta know holding space. They taking up room. Okay, because the Aquarius energy also deals with friendships. So because it deals with friendships, depending on where it is in your chart, is also going to bring some of that energy to light. All right. Where's yours, Sherry?
5th house.
5th house. So yours is the stage, right? So this is a stage conversation. You coming out of hiding and getting back out there. We've been having this conversation for the last 4 months. Time for you to get out. Okay. Where is yours at climax?
Aquarius and Venus, 10th house.
Yep. So this is it's time for you to do what you came here to do. Period. Stop playing the games. Put all the energy on them, baby. All full blaze ahead. No more. I'm not finna spoon feed you no more. I'm finna make you throw up. Okay. That's the 10th house. The 10th house is where we expect you to do exactly what that is. And because you got it in the 10th house, it's time. It's go time. So some parts of tomorrow is going to make you throw up because you've been holding again. You've been holding yourself hostage by playing it small. Okay. All right, Crystal, I know it's in the sun. Where else?
Mercury in 7th and 8th.
All right, Mercury, communication, 7th, relationships, 8th, change. So what are we talking about? What's the conversation of our relationships? What's the conversation of our relations? Right? Don't be looking like that. What you got your face all squished to the side for? What are we talking about when it comes down to relationships? How are we willing to change and morph for this energy? Are you ready for a relationship? Are you ready to put yourself deeper into the relationship dynamics? Okay. You and I both know what you already dealing with and what you have had to deal with, but this can all change right now. Okay. All based on if you are ready for it, but you got to let go of the past. You got to let go of some of the relationship issues in the past and how they have stifled some of those things. Okay. Now you and I had our reading, so I already know what this is, but it's being open, right? Being open to how love shows up. Being open to what you have to do to acquire, to take care of yourself, which is to receive, Aquarius. Okay, stop out here doing everything and not taking nothing back, not receiving anything back in.
Woo, okay.
Tomorrow's conversations. These are all the conversations that you're going to have. Mines, if you want to know what mine is, it's all Venus. It's all relationships. Okay. I have been divorced for so long. I crossed my eyes. Okay. But when it comes down to relationships, I am a poly woman with no primary partner. And that reason why I don't have a primary partner is because I have not allowed myself to have one. I haven't allowed myself to have one because I've told myself that they are trouble. They get in my way. They frustrate me. I can do this alone. I don't have to do it with nobody. But that's not what I really do desire. I desire to have a primary partner and other partners. Okay. I desire to have this and not just my long distance ones. You feel what I'm saying? But I got to be open to this. I got to see what this looks like for me. I got to spend some time tomorrow crying and purging from the last time I let myself be so close in proximity with somebody that I had to see them every day. I don't want that no more. You going to be in the bed every day? I don't know. I don't know about this. I love my bed to myself. All these are things that I have to be willing to say. Am I willing to let go of for this idea? And if I'm not, what does it look like? Because this is the year for me to make that happen. Okay. So I'm not exempt from this. None of us are exempt from this. I don't care how much you know astrology, how much you know numerology, none of knowing the tools don't make you exempt. Okay. If anything, it makes you more responsible to get these things done. So tomorrow is going to feel two ways. It's going to feel like you're ready, but it's also going to feel like it's pressure. Your job is to take that pressure and create diamonds. Study yourself. Know what it is that you want for this year and say yes to it. But at the same time, where the resistance shows up, say, I'm giving up the resistance. I no longer want to live in this. Tomorrow is a day for a clean slate. You can walk out of this tomorrow on Sunday and into Monday feeling like your life is brand new. Or you can walk into next week feeling like you are in the same shit that you've been in for the last 5 years. That's all on you. Okay? Any questions?
I do. We didn't do my Aquarius in the 12th, and that's intuition and shit. So I'm a little lost as where I'm supposed to go.
It's karma. Okay. It's the karmic releasing. Anything that you have in the 12th is where you feel stuck. Okay. So you got the energy in the 12th house. This is where you are calling your own creativity, your own mindset. You are stuck because that's where you are choosing to be stuck. Again, Aquarius likes to hide. It likes to hide from things. Am I right, Crystal? Okay. See that? Aquarius likes to hide, okay? And because it likes to hide, it's the polar opposite to Leo. Leo is the shine. Aquarius is, I'm gonna hide. Y'all gonna do all that. I'm gonna sit back over here in the cut with myself. So a lot of the energy in the 12th house is saying where you are resisting to come out of there. You are choosing to hide from your destiny. So you got to break up with that. You got to break up with the karmic energy of the women before you who decided that they did not want to do this, and they have been running from all the magic that you and I talk about all the time. All the magic energy has been abandoned. It's your choice. It's your choice to reactivate this and come full force with this business. What are you going to do with this business and this brand? I know you didn't want me to say it. That's why you sit there just about, won't you tell me what it is? You already know what the fuck it is, but I'll go ahead and call you out anyway. I'll go ahead and tell you, what are you going to do with this fucking business? Are you passionate about it? Yes. So why are you hiding about it? Why do you hide from your gifts and talents when it comes down to the things that you know you are responsible for?
Okay, so I spent all day yesterday crying about that shit, and so now here we go again. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. At least you know you're in alignment to it. You know why it's showing up. It's no guesswork. It's purging you so that you can get out of your own way. So it's not gonna feel comfortable. I'm telling y'all, tomorrow and Sunday, come into Sunday, gonna start to feel a little bit better. But tomorrow not gonna feel 100% comfortable, because what's gonna show up for y'all tomorrow, all of us, is where we have been resisting ourselves, where we have been hiding and sabotaging and saying, "Oh, I don't know if I'm ready for that," or whatever the excuses that we have been giving ourselves. I got other people I got to worry about. I got my kids. I got my job. I got all this stuff. Excuses. Why? Because you are afraid to maintain your success. Maintaining success is way more scary than getting there. Okay. And that's why a lot of people don't even go towards their dreams, because what if I do get my dream? And then what if I lose it because I don't know what I'm doing? Or I lose it because I don't really know how to process it? Or if I don't have the help? Or what if I don't have the money and the resources? All of these are fear tactics inside of you that have been bred inside of you because the bloodline has done the same thing. If we went back into your bloodline and we pulled up the last 3 generations and pulled up all their gifts and talents, you'll see it's the same shit that you got right now. The difference is they chose to sacrifice and not do it. So now it's double down on you. Now you feel extra pressure because your grandmama, your great grandmama decided not to do the work because she had to make sure that y'all just survived. That's what she had to work on. But you don't have those same struggles. You don't have them. You just have the energy of the struggles, but you don't have them. Okay? Y'all got me?
As it was so eloquently put to me not too long ago, keeping the baby alive. It's easy to have a baby, and these things that we love so much, that we are so passionate about, that we are holding so close to us, are our babies.
That's right. They are. But you got to nurture the baby. You got to let the baby grow up.
Yeah.
You can't just keep holding and titty feeding the baby and don't burp it. The baby's going to explode if you just keep feeding it, not burp it. Okay? So maintaining the baby has a lot to do about where you are in your spirit. Okay? What you allow yourself to have, because you're going to be taken care of. It's already guaranteed. It's already written into your chart. I could show each and every one of you in your chart where what it is that you want for life is already guaranteed to happen. The only difference is you have to actually move your hands and body to get there. You have to do this. You know what I'm saying? It's outside of that, it's just a picture. Outside of it, it's just something that you see. But again, this is the reason why us taking a whole year to study moon signs is so important, because most of the things that stop us from actually going towards it is the emotions that we don't face. We don't want to face it. We push them to the side. I'll deal with it later. You got to deal with it now. And I'm talking about today. All the promises you said, I'll deal with that later. Guess what? Later is today. It's right now, right in this moment. So purge, release, cry, write letters, you know what I'm saying? Study, call things up, Don't let this moment and this energy pass without you releasing the things that have caused the bloodline the issue. It ain't just you. See, what you're dealing with is not singular. It's generational. So when you realize it's generational, you can see why it feels like it feels. It feels that heavy because nobody before you had the fortitude to say, I'm going to do it. So it's okay. However it feels, let the feeling come over you so you'll know how to accept yourself, okay? And how to get this done. But study, journal, okay? You don't have to produce anything. I'm not asking y'all to produce anything. I'm asking you to feel. I'm asking for you to get into a level of clarity with yourself so that when this spring happens, you'll know exactly where to go. Use this energy. Use January, February, and March. And even though we're going to talk again next month, use January, February, and March to purge. Okay? Let some things go. Get more detailed in what it is that you want to happen, no matter what it is, or no matter what front. I don't even care if it feels like a struggle to you right now. See through the struggle. See past that. See into the future. That's one of the things I love about Aquarius, because it's always in the future. See into the future. What happens when you move past this? What's on the other side of the struggle and the energy that you feel right now? Triumph. You getting everything that you want. This is a part of it. Okay? Any questions? Nope. Good. Good. Hold on, I'm gonna stop the share.